what psychological concepts, what mental capacities could be behind these set of beliefs or mindsets that helped these warriors fend off PTSD in those that did. And cognitive flexibility was one of those. It's underlied by the capacity to reframing
yes.
negative events as potentially positive, although that's hard and a little bit Pollyanna, but as growth events, as opportunities for growth. And so let's say in an fMRI, I show you pictures of, mutilation or war or the outcomes of some violent act or, a gun or something like that. The amygdala and other regions that are involved in stress and pain and disgust would activate, right? But if I then asked you, say something different about that picture, maybe it was a woman crying on the steps of a church. Oh, it's not that she just lost someone is leaving a funeral, but she just got married.
Right.
Or she's at a wedding and is crying for the bride, tears of joy. And so almost anything can be reframed to some extent. Can you reframe anything from like purely negative, terrible thing to a positive? No, but can you reframe it to be something that is the way of the world or that is an opportunity to leverage and grow from? Probably. Having that flexibility, the ability to do that, can literally change the brain's response to the same picture. Or in another body of work using real-time fMRI, which I'll explain, DeCharms and colleagues actually looked at the pain response in the brain, the anterior cingulate activation, and showed participants in real time a picture of a fire, a flame, that would increase and decrease in concert with activation or blood flow to the anterior cingulate. And so they would have real-time feedback from their brain wired up to the MRI while they're in there managing pain. I think it was a heat stimulus to the arm. And so as the heat stimulus would change or would be there and linger, they had to either let it, just experience it, or reframe it. And they were given like 3 or 4 different ways to reframe it. And so when they reframed it, just changing their view of it, it's not so bad. I feel that it's less intense. And just saying things mentally actually allowed them to change the activity in real time in their anterior cingulate, their brain's pain response. And doing that in a control group showed that was possible. Doing that in a chronic pain group actually showed that there was dividends of being able to do that in an MRI unit using these reappraisal, reframing skills outside the experiment for months. They followed them, and chronic pain for chronic low back pain was less.
That's